Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL, and I'm out here at Lake Norman State Park in North Carolina. If you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen me out here before. It's one of my favorite spots for playing radio, especially if I'm recording a video, because there are lots and lots of picnic sites here, close to parking, and really tall trees with lots of branches, so it's easy to hang an antenna. And that's exactly what I've done here today. I'm going to activate this park for the Parks on the Air program, and the antenna I've got that I've deployed, in fact I did this before I started shooting the video of course, is the Chameleon Emcomm 3 portable random wire antenna. I've used this on lots and lots of activations. In fact, it's really one of my favorite wire antennas, simply because it's so versatile. I can use this on anywhere from 160 to 60 meters, and I've done it on all those bands, and I really love it. It requires an antenna tuner, of course, because it's not resonant on any one band. From here, you can't see this easily in the video, but I've got a counterpoise that's strung out along this way up into those trees, and then the antenna goes up, way up into a tree branch up here, goes across, and then back down. Trying to do this slowly, not to give anybody motion sickness doing this stuff. Anyway, the radio this time is one of my favorites, the Mission RGO 1 transceiver. And this is a general coverage transceiver. If you've never heard of it before, don't be too surprised. This is a company out of Bulgaria, and they've manufactured this radio now for, I think it's been in production at least over a year now. And I first learned about it at the 2019 Hamvention in Xenia, Ohio. I met the designer, Boris, who's obviously a really capable ham radio operator too, because this was, you can tell that the radio was designed by a ham radio operator. I love it. It's different than, you know, like the ICOM IC705 I've been using. It's, you know, this is sort of a legacy looking radio in that it's a tabletop. It has a bail underneath, a nice bail to hold it up at a nice angle. Really large encoder up front that's weighted. Very easy to use, very nice. It, you know, and it looks kind of like a traditional transceiver. And I really love it. I love it because the knobs are spaced out nicely. All of the important functions are right here on the keypad. This radio, though, is not typical in that it's kind of it's sort of a modular kit. In fact, I think eventually it'll be a full-fledged kit. But right now, I believe Boris is building these in his facility in Bulgaria, and you can order them sort of custom based on what you want in it, the types of boards you want in it, that sort of thing. Sort of an Elecraft way of doing things where you have sort of modular components that you can put in this one. This one here is actually fully configured, I think, with all of the modern boards, all of the upgrades and updates. If you want to read more about this transceiver, I'd encourage you to check out my review at the SWLing post, and all you really have to do probably is Google Mission RGO 1 transceiver review, and I'm sure that you'll find it that way. And I wrote this for the Spectrum Monitor magazine in November last year of 2020 and published it on the SWLing post December of 2020. And anyway, I love this radio. It's got some great characteristics, as you'll hear today when we're using it on the air. Mine has the internal antenna tuner, and I'm going to give it a go with the Chameleon antenna. I don't think I've ever paired it with this before. No, I take that back. I have paired it once before, only on the 40 meter band. Actually, I did an activation on the 40 meter band. One unique thing I don't want to forget to say is that the RGO1 is not a QRP radio per se. It'll go down to QRP levels, but it actually has 50 watts of output. Actually, it may be even a little closer to 55 watts, but it's 50 watts published, which puts it in an interesting, you know, sort of market bracket, I guess you'd say. It's got a little bit of a niche. It's lighter weight than most 100 watt radios I know. And, you know, I'd say that most QRP radios will go anywhere from 5 watts, 10 watts, like the G90 will do 20 watts. 50 watts is an interesting place. And in fact, I believe it's kind of very nicely paired with this antenna, because the antenna can handle, I think, 50 watts CW, 100 watts SSB. And today we'll start out at QRP power levels, which is not taking full advantage of what the radio can do. But my goal here in 2021 is to actually do all of my Parks on the Air activations, at least achieve the activation, a valid activation through QRP. So I will not go over 5 watts for that. I hope you're able to see the display on this radio when I turn it on here. Perhaps you can. There's a little bit of glare here. It's just it's a very kind of high contrast day, unfortunately. I've tried to maneuver the camera and get better angles on it. But I'll start on the 40 meter band. Oh, let's see. I actually want to do 40 meter single sideband. And something I try to do when I'm doing activations where I have internet service like I do today is I bring my laptop with me, or this is actually a Surface Go tablet, a Microsoft Surface Go tablet, and I'll do paper logs, but I also do logs directly on F3 or N3 FJP logging software. This is my favorite logging software. I haven't used it a ton, in all honesty, but I love this one. It's just so simple to use, and what I also love about it is it saves the ADIF file. Each contact you make, it saves the ADIF file. So if for some reason your system would crash, you'd run out of batteries, there's a full file that'll be sitting there after you charge up your laptop or your tablet again. And I love it. It just works flawlessly, and it's easy to submit the logs. So when I received a question recently about when people have seen me do hand logging, especially when I'm using CW, and they'll say, well, why aren't you noting the time? Well, if you don't see me note the time on my logs, it's because on the side I'm actually using N3FJP, which may be off camera, and you just can't see that. It tracks the time really well, so I don't bother doing that. What I will do today, since I have internet service, is I'll try to hunt before I do anything else. And I can look on here on the spots and see where other people are, and that way I can do park-to-park contacts. So we'll give this a go and see how it works. The first one is over Mountain Victory Trail on 7187 kilohertz. I bet I won't be able to hear them. Nope. Yeah, I can't hear them. Not easily at all. I can hear the people chasing this station, but I can't hear the station, and the reason why is the station is just too close. They may very well be in North Carolina, and that's 40 meters during the day. It's just, we're not in the direct path of each other. Let's try to find someone else. There's someone in Tennessee, it looks like, at K6240 on 7197. Yep, I can hear him, yay. I need to tune up first, though. Let me decrease the power. Way down. And tune real quick. Tuner in this is super quiet and super fast. Oop, I was getting ready to grab him. November 3, Whiskey Tango Alpha, 55 Tennessee. November 3, Whiskey Tango Alpha, 5 and 555. QSL on a 55, you're a 5-3 to the Pennsylvania 56 man. Thanks for a 5673 and good afternoon. Kilo 4, Sugar Whiskey Lima, park to park. Kilo 4, Sugar Whiskey Lima, I believe park to park, you're 5-5 here in Tennessee, Kilo 6240. Roger, Roger, my friend, and you're about a 5x8 here at park number 2740 in North Carolina. QSL? Yeah, I got the 27. What's the rest of the park number? Roger, that's 2740, 2740, 2740, North Carolina, QSL.
Okay, Ben really took a dip there. That's 274 again.
Roger, it's 2740, 00, QSL.
I'm out of that South Tower. Is it 2742?
Negative, 2740, 2740, QSL.
Every time you go to give me a last one, that's at 2743, 2743.
Negative, negative. 2740, 00, 00, QSL.
There you go. It came up there, 2740, 2740. Thanks for hanging in there with me.
Hey, thank you, my friend. I'm only running 5 watts right now. Hey, 7.3s and enjoy your activation.
A little bit of static here also doesn't help me. 7-3 and have fun. Thanks for park to park. K4SWO and 5BO.
7.3s. Okay. If he comes back and sees this later, he'll know the reason why it was. I could have pumped this up to 50 watts, and he probably would have very easily heard me, but I'm running 5 watts instead. Am I running 5 watts? No, I wasn't even running 5 watts. I was running, 2 watts? That's right, I tuned up and I forgot to move it up to 5 watts. So we were running 2 watts. But the thing I should explain is I have a personal goal for myself this year, and that is to achieve, a park activation, all of my parked activations with QRP power at first. Now, in a situation like this where I want to experiment and actually use a little more power later on, I just want to get my 10 parks with 5 watts, then I can turn up the power and maybe get a few more stations. But I actually really love doing QRP stuff. It's just more challenging with single sideband. Single sideband does not have the punch that CW does. If he would have been a CW contact, he would have easily heard me, and I probably would have gotten a 599 report. But anyway, let me log him in my system here. And basically, N3 FJP looks like this. When I just type in the call sign, I clear all the contents first. I type in the call sign, hit tab, and it puts the date in there, and it starts to note everything. Band is 40 meters, and you have to have the mode. And since it's voice, you put in SSB for single sideband. And power doesn't really matter. None of the other stuff really matters. You just hit enter, and now it's got him logged. And later, it tells me the count. So once I have 10, then I'll know that I have a valid activation. And then later, when I submit the logs, I just do file, export, ADA file, and that's it. And I name the ADA file according to the way that Parks on the Air likes it. At present, when I'm publishing this video, we still have to send logs to regional contacts that do the log uploads. And Bill DeLoach is ours. He's a super nice guy, handles tons and tons of logs. So when you send the log in, you have your call sign, the date, the time, well, at least the call sign, the date, the park number, and the state are usually the things I always have in there. And that makes it easier for them to do the upload. So anyway, we'll get back to this. We'll see if we can do another park-to-park potentially, maybe using a full 5 watts of power this time. Let me go back to the logs and see where we are now. 7197, we just did that. 7182, let's try them. They're in Pennsylvania.
Whiskey Bravo 8, United Bravo 80.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park. He is very weak. This may be hard to do with 5 watts.
Roger to 5-7. You're 5-9 here in New York. 73, so thanks for the activation.
QSL the 5 and 9 New York. I greatly appreciate the contact. That's good. All right,
Sorry, this will take a little bit longer. Doing hunting parks is nice to do because it gives everybody park-to-park contacts, but it does take some patience.
I've got you a 4 and 4 in the kilo 1401. QSL? QSL the 5 and 5 in Massachusetts. I greatly appreciate the contact and wish you a Happy New Year, Melvin. 73.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park.
Whiskey Bravo 8.
Oh, boy.
Bravo Radio.
There's a big pile up over there. I will
Okay. There's several of you in there. Let's start with, I think it was Delta Kilo.
Okay, I'll move on because if I hang around here, it'll just take a little bit too long for what we're doing here today. Let's try 7214. See if I can hear them. That's another part.
You're 5-5 down there, 5-5. QSL? QSL, you're 5-5 here in Papa Alpha. All right, thank you for paying me. I greatly appreciate you hunting. And I'll say 7-3.
He's in Ohio.
Kilo Echo 8, Oscar November India, QRZ. Kilowatt number 4, X-ray.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park.
Kilowatt number 4, X-ray Japan.
The Japan 4, United Sugar Victor.
I may come back and do some parks after I increase my wattage up to 50 watts. Here's the thing, when you're doing a park activation, it's always important if you're making a park-to-park contact to say park to park, because I can guarantee you that he will give you preference over anybody else in there because he knows what it's like when you're operating in the field, and they want a park-to-park contact. Those are counted sort of separately when they do, I don't know if you call it scoring, but when they do tallies on the leaderboards. So they want to hear that, and usually your only way to do it, if I'm running 5 watts like I am right now, is that you try to separate yourself enough to where you'll know they'll hear maybe the park-to-park situation. They'll come back and say, park-to-park station? That's what I do. You'll hear me do that.
Roger,
I'll try it one more time.
Park number again?
Absolutely. The park Kilo 1960 and Kilo 4239.
It's a twofer as well.
Okay. 1960 and 4239, correct?
Roger, Roger. I need a signal.
Okay, your signal is 58, 58.
All right. Thank you for the 5A and thank you for constructing our break with you. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar November India. QRZ.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park, park to park.
November 3, Whiskey Tango Alpha.
Sometimes you'll hear other hunters say, hey, you've got a park-to-park station out there. I'm not hearing it this time there.
QSL on the both on the QSL on the 2 parks. You're 5-7 into Pennsylvania. Thanks for the activation. 73.
Roger, Roger. Thank you for Pennsylvania. Thank you for hunting my friends and 73. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar November India. QRZ.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park, park to park.
QSL.
Okay, he's not hearing me. I'm going to move on. Let's find some CW stations out here. Let's see. There's someone on... Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park, park to park. Roger, Roger, it's Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, QSL.
India, Whiskey, India. QSL.
Ooh, that's another park to park. Never mind. Okay. I'll wait and see if he understands.
And if I can ask a favor, if anyone listening could spot us, we're going to move down to 7.206.
They're going to 7.206, so if somebody can spot them, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to break with you, and then other parts are going to come now.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. QSL?
Quebec, India, you're going to have to give me your
Ooh.
call again a little bit slower, over.
Wow, he has he's got 3 park-to-park stations. This is a pretty amazing thing to have so many parks going on a Monday early afternoon.
Quebec, Romeo, QSL.
Okay, you know what? I am going to move on.
Roger, Roger. You are about a 5-3 as well. Really down in the noise, but we got it done. So thank you for hunting. Thank you for.
Okay, I see somebody on 14042.
Guys, break with you. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar November India, calling QRZ.
Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, park to park, park to park. No, okay, let's see. Let's move up to 14042. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, I did. Okay, 14042. Change the mode to CW. Whoops. Yep. Not hearing them. Ooh, just barely. Yeah, I am hearing them. Okay, let's see here. Let me tune up. Woo, that made a difference. Okay, so that's N5BO. Okay, so that's another park to park I got. Let's check the listings here and see if there's another. Thought I saw one on 30 meters. Yes, there's N0 EVH. EVH, and he is on, he or she is on 10111. Yeah, I hear him, so let's go off frequency a bit, tune up. It'll do it really quickly. There we go. I just turn on the preamp. A lot of the higher bands need preamps almost. Oh, that's V3. Okay, sorry. It's hard for me to listen to CW and talk at the same time. Okay, so I got another park to park. So far I'm doing pretty well here with park to parks, even though on SSB, you can see what I mean when I say it's a little easier to work stations low power with CW. It just tends to pop through the noise so much better, which makes it a very appealing band for working. Now what we're going to do now, because you guys have asked me to do more single sideband, which I enjoy doing as well. I like doing both bands, both modes. But we're going to start calling CQ and see what we can do maybe on 40 meters. We'll move down to 40 meters. And, whoops, that's right, my AB is on different bands. We'll move to 40 meters, and I'll try to find a nice clear spot and start calling CQ. Since I can spot myself here, very easy to do, then I'll hop on here and start calling CQ. Just need to wet my whistle. Now there's one thing about this, it's going to be hard for me to talk because I will have to call CQ every time through this microphone. This current version of the Mission RGO 1 does not have a voice memory keyer. Some modern rigs have those. My 705, the KX3, the KX2, they all have voice memory keyers, and a lot of ICOM rigs have them, in Yaesu rigs. But this one doesn't have it yet. However, they're working on a new board, a new voice board on this that will have that. So we just don't have it yet. It does have CW memory keying though. So let me just take a quick gander at the, actually, you know what? There's another CW station I'm going to try to work down here real quick that just popped up down in Georgia on 40 meters. I may be able to work them. We'll just have to see. What is that? 7035. Let's see if we hear him. Okay, let's tune up. I'll move off frequency a little bit, do a tune up, and it'll be pretty quick. Yeah, I can hear him. VE3 LDT is, I think, the one that's working him right now is one of the top hunters in the Parks on the Air program. Let's try to get him this time. Okay. Now let's move up, no matter what, to the single sideband frequencies. And let's find a clear spot. I should be asking for your feedback, but you're not feeding back right now, so I can do whatever I want to, right? Actually, I love doing these videos because this year, especially with coronavirus, Parks on the Air activations have been a very solitary thing, other than the people you work on the air. And it's actually kind of nice to have someone I feel like is here, with me as I'm kind of looking through this. Of course, it's a little embarrassing to take all of your blunders and mistakes and put them right out there for everybody to see. But to be honest, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, we're all amateurs with this stuff. We're not paid to do this. We do it for fun, and everybody makes mistakes. So let's see what we can do actually activating. I don't see anyone on 7197. I need to change my mode to lower sideband. Tune up here. Is this frequency in use? I don't even think I need to tune up. Nope, it's fine anyway. So what I'll do is add a spot for myself. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Except I need to make a spot, and I'm on 7197. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Oh, park reference. What am I doing? Let's see. K-2740. Spot. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Open up that filter a little bit. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Now I'm only running 5 watts, but I've got a decent antenna, so I'll probably be able to get at least my 10 contacts. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
November 8, Sierra Charlie Oscar.
November 8, Sierra Charlie Oscar. You've got a great signal. You're 5x9 here at park number 2740. QSL.
Thanks for the 5-9. You're 5-7, West Virginia, Whiskey Victor.
Roger, Roger on the Whiskey Victor station. Thank you very much for the contact, my friend. You have a great day. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
November 5, Uniform Oscar Victor.
November 5, Uniform Oscar Victor. You've got a great signal about 5 by 9 here at park number 2740 QSL.
Roger, I'll copy 59 to 7628. You are about a 5-7 into Georgia, over.
Roger, roger on the 5 by 7 into Georgia. Nice to know I'm being heard. Hey, you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Roger, roger. Have a good day and enjoy in 5 ULD.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
November 4, Mike Tango Echo.
November 4, Mike Tango Echo. You've got a great signal about a 5 by 8 here at park 2740 QSL.
QSL, thank you for 2740. Thanks for being out there. You're 5 and 7, Tennessee.
Roger, roger on the 5 by 7 in Tennessee. Hey, thank you very much for the contact, 7-3s, and have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
November 4, Hotel India Delta.
I hope that didn't hurt the microphone. November 4, Hotel India Delta. You've got a 5 by 9 plus maybe 50 dB here at park number 2740 QSL.
QSL, 59 Kentucky, thanks.
7-3s, my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I'm at 8 right now. I've got 8 stations logged, so I only need 2 more, and then I'll pump it up a little bit in terms of power. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I normally maintain...
7200 is wiping you out.
Oh, Roger, okay. I can't even hear the QRM over here. Hey, thank you very much. So you know what I'll do? I may just... If there's another station call me, I may still keep going. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. The reason why, if you have a strong adjacent signal and you've got a weak signal that you're putting out just 5 watts, you're probably going to get wiped out by another station. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Let's move. A little further up the band. Okay, what I'm doing is trying to find a nice clear spot. I'm hearing some activity. The filters on this are actually pretty good, so I've widened it. I'm using a wide filter right now instead of a narrow filter so that I can hear what's around me, because other people working me may not have a nice, clean, narrow filter, and so I may not be able to hear other stations that are interfering with their ability to hear me. Is this frequency in use? I'm probably going to retune. It doesn't even need it. That's what it does when it doesn't need it, I guess. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Now I'll respot myself. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. This is going to be a long video, I just feel it. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Now I'm turning it on and turning it back off because I think I've accidentally hit something.
Wide open there, Jeff.
I was on, what, 7263, is that correct? Let's see. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I've done something incorrectly here. I don't know if that's a... I have done something. Let's see. What did I do? I have it out of tune mode. Power's on 5. What's happening is I was looking here for my S meter, and the S meter isn't showing up at all. And I can't figure out why that is. It should be showing up here. Could be a small glitch here. I'm not sure. It's likely something I've done. I'll try turning it off. Now, one thing you notice on this is it goes back to 7200, and it starts back up again. And I don't know why it's not changing the meter for me now. Okay, I told you before that one of the joys of this... Someone's there on me now. Okay, I am officially moving to CW now. I've just got to get in. I want to go back to CW here. I'll be able to rack up some contacts really quickly without having to raise my power. Let's change the mode to CW. And I don't even think I'll have to spot myself. I'm on 7063. So this has a memory keyer, sort of like some of my others. You press and hold play and then hit 1. I can't figure out what I was doing wrong there, but I don't want to spend time trying to figure it out while I'm doing the video. Else I would have sat here, and if I didn't have the video going, I would have sat here and tried to figure it out. I'm sure there's something I've done or something that's not clicked. This radio is, you know, it's developed by one guy who kind of does everything. And occasionally you still will find like little quirks if you dig into it, but you make a little note of it and then he'll come back and fix it. Boris has been really great about that, actually. And there's a really kind of a vibrant community around this radio online and discussion group. There aren't a lot of people with these, though. I think he's just done his 3rd production run. They're pretty small compared to other, you know, radios, manufacturers and stuff. Now, the reverse beacon network should spot me. Let's see if it has yet. So I think I scheduled my activation. You know what? I'm looking on the reverse beacon network, and I'm not seeing any CW spots recently. Ah. I worked in a SCO in single sideband a little bit ago. Let's see if I've been spotted yet. Yes, I have been. Just took the. Sometimes there's a delay between the reverse beacon network. Okay. All right, KK4. Keep in mind, I'm operating 5 watts now. he's a park-to-park. KU8T is a really, really big activator. Oh, wait. Sorry. I tell him to wait. Okay. I can't get those. Ah. NT2A. Now, normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I'd call CQ again, but I want to move up the band. And let's try to play on 20 meters here a little bit with a little higher power on single sideband. Whoops. Let's get into the single sideband frequencies first. Here we go. I could be playing with the rate button and making this a little faster, but hey, this thing has a great encoder, actually. It's weighted. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see here. Let's get into the upper sideband.
Well, I remember.
Okay, let's see. Let me check and make sure there are no other parks up here. 260, actually there's one on 260. I'm gonna pump up my power all the way to 50 watts. We'll see what kind of difference this makes. Whoops, actually before I do that, let me tune up. I haven't tuned up on 20 meters. And the thing is, the Emcomm 3 portable antenna has enough bandwidth that you really don't have to keep tuning up as you go across the band. It's not like a vertical or something. And that's it. Okay, so it's tuned up now. Here we go. Let's see, we want, see where they are. 260. Let's see if we hear anybody. Oh, let's see, where are they? They're in Ohio.
Kevin, thank you very much, and thank you for being there. I hope you work a lot of them today.
Probably not going to be able to hear them.
And,
They're in Ohio, and 20 meters to Ohio is not good this time of day. Let's try 235, which is somewhere out in California, I think. Not really hearing anything there. Yeah, that's somebody in California. It's their first ever park activation. Oh, it would be great to work them. See, I looked on the spots here, and they'll put notes in there like first ever park activation. It'll be a lot of fun to work somebody on their first park. But I'm not hearing them calling right now. Tempted to put out my call sign just in case they're not calling CQ because they're not used to it. Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. I don't think they're there. Okay, 283. There's someone on 283. Let's try that.
Kilo Golf 5, Juliet, Papa, Golf, portable.
And I'm not hearing the other station. I'm hearing people calling them, though. So we are now going to move to a free frequency. I'm going to go up to this area. Let's see. Let's listen and see if anyone's there. So now I've got to remember to go to my logs, tell it that I'm on 20 meters, single sideband. Here we go. Is this frequency in use? Now, if you look here, you'll see that the S meter is pegging now because it's doing a full 50 watts. Actually, I need to make sure this is not 55 watts because this antenna is rated for 50. Let's make it 40. Let's make it 47. A few watts down. Is this frequency in use? This is K4SWL. Now I need to spot myself. I've got to find myself on the network here. Here I am. And I go in here, hit respot, put my own call sign in as the spotter call sign, change the frequency to 14,323, hit spot. Now, I'm ready to go. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I wouldn't expect this to be an instant pile up here. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. This is 20 meters and not an ideal band sometimes for collecting tons of stations. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Golf 5, Juliet, Papa, Golf.
Kilo Golf 5, Juliet, Papa, Golf. You've got a great signal, about a 5x9 here into park number 2740, 2740, QSL.
I copy 2740. You're a solid 5758 into Galveston Island, portable, sir.
Roger, Roger, my friend. Thank you very much for the contact, and thanks for working me there, portable. You've got a wonderful signal here into North Carolina. Hey, 7-3s and have a wonderful week.
Same to you, sir. 73.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. He about made me a big fat liar because I said that we wouldn't have any stations come back. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot Bravo Alpha.
Is that Kilo? Okay, is that Kilo Bravo 5 Foxtrot? Go ahead, station. Go ahead.
We'll try it again. Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Delta 5.
Roger, Roger. Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot Bravo Alpha. Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot Bravo Alpha. I've got you here. There's a little QS Baker going on. You're about a 5x8 when it's strong, about a 5x8 here at park number 2740, QSL. Let's hope you can hear me. Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot Bravo Alpha, your 5x8, park 2740, QSL. Ooh, he just disappeared. That's the problem with fading.
73, thank you for the activation. Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot Bravo Alpha.
7-3s, my friend, 7-3s. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
November Lima.
Okay, the November station, go ahead. The November station, go ahead. QRZ?
November Lima 7 Victor.
November Lima 7 Victor. Okay, I got you there that time. There's a little QS Baker going on. You've got a strong 5x9 signal on the peaks here at park number 2740. QSL?
2740, thank you for the 5 and 9. You're with no preamps on, you're a 5 and 1, 51, over.
Roger, Roger. I'm glad you got some good ears there in Alaska. I really enjoy working you. Hey, thank you very much for the contact, my friend, and have a wonderful week.
You too, all the best. Look for you again, 7-3.
7-3s, my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Kilo 0, Whiskey 9, uniform Mike.
Whiskey 9, uniform Mike. This, you are about a 5x9 here at Park 2740. QSL?
Okay, well, you just peaked to 5.9. I was going to give you a 5.7, but you can change it to 5.9 here in Wisconsin. The name is Jim, Julie, Indy, Mike, over.
Roger, Roger, Jim. Hey, thank you very much for the contact, my friend. Have a wonderful week.
Just curious, which radio are you running there, over?
I am running a Mission RGO 1 at about 47, just shy of 50 watts here, and into a long random wire antenna. QSL?
Okay, QSL. Just wondering if you're running the 705. Enjoy the videos on 73 W9UUM.
Hey, thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, I'll publish a video for this one too, so you'll be able to hear yourself on it. But I haven't used the RGO 1 in videos before, and it's a wonderful radio. Hey, 7-3s, and take care. Thanks for working me. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, Parks on the Air.
Kilo 0, November X-ray Victor, Kilo 7.
Kilo 0, November X-ray Victor. You are about a 5x7 here at Park 2740. QSL?
Roger, Roger. You're also 5757 into Minnesota. Mike, November. Good signal today, over.
Hey, thank you very much for that signal report into Minnesota. Great to hear you and great to work you. 7-3s, my friend. Have a great week.
You too. Thanks for activating today. 73. America 5, Sugar Ocean George.
Okay, the Sugar Ocean George station. Go ahead.
Yeah, Washington, America 5, Whiskey Alpha 5.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Sugar Ocean George. You are coming in about a 5x8 here at park number 2740. QSL?
QSL, you are 5757 into Arkansas. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the signal report into Arkansas. Hey, 7-3s and have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, Parks on the Air.
K5 Radio X-ray. Victor Foxtrot.
Okay, K5 Radio X-ray, you're 5x9 here at Park 2740. QSL?
Roger, you're 5 down in Texas, 7-3.
7-3s, my friend. Have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, Parks on the Air. I heard another station in there. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Victor Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Victor Foxtrot, you're about a 5x7 here at park number 2740. QSL? Roger, Roger, my friend. Hey, thank you very much for the contact. 7-3s and have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. I try to keep like a little bit of a cadence going, but I don't want to do it like a contest either, because Parks on the Air is an activity, not really a contest. So I don't want to do too much of the rapid fire stuff. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
Golf Hotel, Park to Park.
Okay, the Golf Hotel, Park to Park. Go ahead, please.
Yes, 50 Yankee Golf Hotel. You are 5-9 into Kilo 7674. 7674. QSL.
Roger, Roger. Whiskey 0, Yankee Golf Hotel in Park 7674. Thank you very much for the contact, my friend. You got a great signal. The little QS Baker going on, but when you're strong, you're about a 5x7, 5x8 here at Park number 2740 in North Carolina. QSL?
Thank you. Copy the 5-8 into Kilo 7-0. Thanks very much. Have fun.
Thank you, my friend, and 7-3s, and enjoy the rest of your activation. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. Now you can hear how his signal went way down, and that's because the fading today is kind of slow, which means that there may be, the thing I always try to remember is when you're calling and someone comes to you, they're pretty loud, but you hear them taper off toward the end, and then you come back with the exchange. If you don't hear a thing, it's probably because your exchange fell right in that trough of the fading. When that happens, of course, you need to come back and give your signal report again, which is what I did a minute ago. I assumed that I probably kind of fell off the scope there. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. I may call it quits here in a second, actually, because this video is getting rather long. It's like, what? Almost an hour and 10 minutes, which is going to be the longest video I've ever done. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air.
Alpha Bravo 6 Quebec Mike.
Okay, the Quebec Mike station, go ahead.
Alpha Bravo 6 Quebec Mike. Alpha Bravo 6 Quebec Mexico. 55 California, over.
Roger, Alpha Bravo 6 Quebec Mexico. You've actually got a 5x9 signal here when the peaks are happening at park number 2740 QSL.
QSL is 2740, thank you, 7-3.
Thank you, my friend, 7-3s, and have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Delta 5, Italy, Papa Lima.
Kilo Delta 5, Italy, Papa Lima, you are about a 5x8 here at park number 2740 QSL.
QSL, and you're a 5-9, North Central Texas, 73.
7-3s, my friend, have a great week. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sugar Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. You know what? I am going to call it quits right here. Okay, I'm going to call it QRT here. If there's any other stations, I'll pick up one more, but I'm going to call it QRT. This is Kilo 4, Sugar Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air. Nothing heard. Kilo 4, Sugar Whiskey Lima, clear. Okay, so it looks like, as I wrap this thing up here, I've got about 26 contacts. If I would hang around here much longer, of course, I'd be able to work more. I have definitely done a great job getting out west, hitting Alaska, California. Who else did I hear out there? Well, we've got Minnesota, sort of north central, and all over. It's been great. Now, I will tell you that it was easier for me to work the Alaska station and the California station in single sideband when I was running near 50 watts. I'm a QRPer, and in National Parks on the Air, which was in 2016, I activated, I think, 91 or 92 parks. All of them were QRP, and all of them were single sideband. And I had no issue at all. I don't think only maybe once, maybe twice, but maybe only once did I ever fail achieving an activation during National Parks on the Air. And that was running 5 watts, so it can totally be done. It's just single sideband does benefit from a little extra power compared to CW. CW, I have run 5 watts, and I've worked the same station in Alaska. I've worked California, all across the United States. It's pretty easy to do, and into Europe. So it really kind of depends, and of course it depends on propagation as well. But today I think this was a pretty nice success. It was fun taking the RGO1 out again. I had it out actually last week. I didn't do a video for this. I didn't even write a blog post for it, but I think it was New Year's Eve. I decided on just a whim, I had not planned to go out at all. I decided to hop out and do a quick run of parks. So I did one twofer site and one, I think it was Pisgah National Forest and Pisgah Game Lands. And then I did an activation of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And I went there with my daughter. She used this and she logged for me. It was CW only. And I used the Mission RGO1. I just set it up in the back seat of my car with this BioEnno 15 amp hour battery. it was a really nasty day. I mean, it was raining and stuff, so I used my Chameleon Emcomm 2.0 vertical antenna. Used the vertical antenna in order to make the deployment really quickly, make it really quick and hop out there really quickly. And I set it up right next to the car. It worked out really, really well. I love this radio though. If you can hear how quiet the receiver is on it. The filtering's wonderful. I didn't even play really with the narrow filters on this. You can click the filter button in CW, and this has a narrow filter option. You can use this control here to change the filter width. It's a variable filter, which is really nice, but it just is just such a pleasant radio to operate. Feels kind of old school, and I like that. It's not as great, as great for backpacking because, of course, it's a box, so it's a little harder to backpack with this thing. The back of it has two fans. They're very, very quiet, and you can see the connections on the back here. Speaker paddle. There's a linear connection, PTP in, a USB connection for doing updates. There's an accessory port, IF out, which is nice if you want a PAN adapter. I mean, Boris really thought through everything with this radio, and he's still making upgrades to it, of course. This is, it's a production radio, but it still has some little tiny quirks people will discover sometimes in the firmware, and he goes in and adjusts it and fixes it, which is easy to do. The hardware's all set, though, and it's really good, so I'm very pleased with it. If you want more information about it, though, go to the SWLing post at swling.com/blog, B-L-O-G, and then you can search for Mission RGO 1. So it's Mission, M-I-S-S-I-O-N, RGO, so Romeo, Golf, Oscar 1, which is just Oscar, November, Echo. And you'll be able to find it there. But again, I'll link to it in the description below. If you have a chance, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. If this has put you to sleep at this point, don't bother subscribing. Just I hope you have really nice dreams. This is kind of a long video, but I appreciate you guys hanging in there. And I think this was a lot of fun, actually. I took my time. If I wanted to just make my activation very quickly and I didn't have a lot of time today, I would have immediately started calling CQ and CW, worked up my 10, and I would have been done by now. I mean, I could have probably done this whole activation within 30 minutes, but instead I wanted to do a little hunting and then try some weak signal sideband, and then do a little CW and then move up into the 20-meter band, which is a really fun band to operate when you want some distant signals, of course. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and 7-3s until next time.